Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video we are going to mainly focus on both first and second year of engineering CS students. So my idea of creating this particular video is to create awareness among all the students about their core domain, mostly ECS students about their core domain. Because many of the students don't know what is their core and what are the core domains that they could apply for internships or they could do the projects in or they could do create their particular interest on that particular domain. So many of the students don't know about all this. So my idea in making this particular video is to make those students to get awareness on what is their core domain, what are the subjects that they need to concentrate on in 4 years of journey, and what are the core domains that are actually present in this particular ECE and EEE. So in today's video, we are going to explore all these things. So before entering into today's video, if you are new to my channel, just subscribe to this channel and hit on the notification bell so that as soon as I upload the video, you will get the notification. And also, if you are someone who want to enter into design and verification domain and are looking for some personal trainer or someone, you can just contact me via LinkedIn because I'm a freelance trainer and I'll be giving training paid tutoring sessions on design and verification courses like Verilog, Verilog and UVM. So you can contact me for all these things, right? So coming into what is core? Basically, many of you will, during your first or second year of engineering, or even when you are final of engineering also, you will learn about this particular name called core. So, what does this particular core refers to? So, core subjects are basically in engineering. These are fundamental and compulsory courses because basically, which these particular core subjects are something that are related to your particular domain. For example, if you are ECE, Electronics and Communication Engineering, everything that is related to electronics and communication will come under the core subject. Similarly, if you are AAA, everything that is related to electronics and electrical will be coming under this core subject. So, what does this core subjects basically do means this will establish the mandatory technical domain knowledge into like basically these subjects will be covering all the topics required for professional certification, competitive engineering exams, and also for industrial jobs. Right? So this is what the core ECE domain or core ECE or AAA subjects refer to. So basically, the technical knowledge on all the industry-based things will be imbibed into this particular subjects, so that you will get a particular knowledge on all these subjects while you are doing your engineering course, right? So these are the particular core ECE and AAA subjects that I am referring to here, right? So the first thing is circuit theory and network analysis. This is one of the core subjects, and then EDC during your second year, like either in 2-1 or 2-2, you will come under these particular subjects like electronic devices and circuits for ECE and both for these students also. Basically, you will have semiconductor devices concept and also analog circuits. So you will be encountering all these things in this particular electronic devices and circuits. And then digital electronics. This is the main subject that you need to get concentrate on where because this subject is related to every digital domain that you are working in, right? And then analog circuits and electronics, and then signals and systems, then electromagnetic fields or field theory, microprocessors and microcontrollers, communication systems, both analog communication systems and digital communication systems, and VLSI design, and then control systems. So you can see during your all 4 years of journey, you will encounter all the subjects in 1 year or second year, right? So you need to concentrate on all these subjects when you want to enter into your core domain because these are all the subjects that will be related to you in one way or other during your industry work or during your internship. When you want to enter into core, you obviously should be concentrating on all these subjects. Okay, I'm not telling you to learn each and every concept in detail in all these subjects, but Okay, during your learning process of on all these subjects, please take extra care on this particular subject. Know the basics among all the subjects, okay? Because basics are something that you need during your engineering journey. Only these basics will help you to enter into your dream domain, and also these basics will help you to learn every step in a easy way, right? So these are the core ECE as well as triple subjects also in order to enter into your particular core domain, right? So now let us see what are the core domains that are there within your particular PC and triple domain, right? So the first thing is VLSI and semiconductor industry, right? So basically this is the, we can say that this particular domain is the highest pay in present scenario, because in this particular VLSI and semiconductor design, what are you going to do? So this is the high growth and high paying core domain which will be involving in the designing of ICs, basically integrated circuits, which are nothing but chips. Okay, so every electronic device needs this particular VLSI ICs, right? So you can see, you can create your particular VLSI, you can career in this VLSI and semiconductor industry. So those who are interested in designing of ICs or related to core in this particular domain, you can choose this VLSI and semiconductor design. But we can say that in present scenario, this is the mostly wanted and the highest paid job in particular in among all the other domains. But that doesn't mean that you can definitely enter into this domain. As I told you, for any domain that you are choosing, you need to work on it in you from your first year of engineering itself in order to enter into that particular domain, right? So now this is one of the domain, top domain, we can say that. Then the second thing is embedded systems and firmware. So basically you all know that embedded systems is nothing but the combination of hardware and software components, right? You can involve both hardware, nothing but embedded systems are nothing but everywhere you can see, like all the electronic devices from your washing machine to fridge. So all these are embedded systems, right? So this combines both hardware as well as software. In order to perform some particular dedicated functions, we will require both the hardware and software for these embedded systems and firmware, right? So you can have this particular, when you want to enter into this particular embedded systems and firmware, you, what are the courses that you need to do? We will be discussing it in the upcoming session, right? And then the third domain that you can choose is telecommunications and networking. Again, in this, both ECE and EEE, both are involved in all these domains. Okay, so telecommunications and networking. So basically, this domain will be focusing on designing and maintaining the communication systems. Like simply putting it, the 5G, 4G networks are designed by this particular domain, telecommunications and networking. Okay, basically every network that we are using, like 5G network, 4G network, or optical fiber, so all this communication, even satellite communication, so all this comes under this telecommunication and networking domain, right? Now comes the fourth one, which is robotics, automation and control system. So basically from this particular thing itself, from this title itself, you can say na, this involves both electronics, mechanics and software. Okay, so basically all the triple ECE, CSE, all the mechanics, all the particular domains are involved in this particular domain, like robotics, automation and control system, right? So from the title itself, you can say that mostly we will those who are interested in creating autonomous machines, okay, robotics, so all these particular persons will be involved in this particular domain, like robotics, automation and control system, right? Now coming to the fifth one, which is IoT and Edge AI, which is artificial intelligence. So basically this domain is related to designing smart devices, like since IoT, so in order to have like a transfer of data from one device to another device, so all the network and everything will be designed by this IoT and Edge AI domain, right? So the smart devices which are used to connect, which are used to exchange the data, and everything which is based on artificial intelligence will be done here. Alright, and then the sixth domain is aerospace, defense, and automotive electronics. So basically, this is a specialized sector. So mostly you'll see like many domains which are this is the particular domain which is mostly designing some defense equipment or some electronic systems in vehicles. So you will see like electronic vehicles and defense systems. So all these automotive electronics. So all these particular systems are involved by are designed by this particular domain, right? So everything that is related to defense, aeronautics, so everything is related to this particular domain. And then the last one is signal and image processing. So basically this is the domain where we'll be analyzing and manipulating the signal. So basically in this we can have many kinds of signals, right? You can see that there can be audio signals, video signals, and some radar signals, right? And also you'll see some ECGs and all in medical equipment, right? So they everything is based on waves. So all these signals will be encrypted and decrypted by this particular signal and image processing domain. So mostly we can entire medical domain also is involved in this particular signal and image processing domain. So these are the various kinds of domain in which you could enter into when you are an ECE or triple engineer, right? So okay, let us see what are now until now we have seen what does this particular domain does. Now later we are going to see for which domain what are the technical subjects that we need to concentrate on, and what are the job opportunities for this particular domain, and which companies will be offering the job for most of these domains, right? Now, firstly, the VLSI and semiconductor design. So, as I told you, this involves the designing of chip design. So, you can the roles that you could expect in this particular VLSI and semiconductor design is you can be either design engineer or verification engineer or physical design engineer. They are much more among this, okay, but these are the most basic most implemented roles in this particular VLSI and semiconductor design, right? And when you want to enter into this VLSI semiconductor design, you need to concentrate on technical subjects like Verilog or VHDL, system Verilog, UVM, CMOS, EDA tools. So all these things that you need to be concentrate on according to, so this should be your technical knowledge, right? And then the recruiters can be basically every company that involves IC. The most well-known companies are like Nvidia, Intel, Qualcomm, Texas Instruments, Samsung, AMD. So these are all the recruiters that you can see during this particular VLS and semiconductor design. And next, coming to embedded systems and firmware, you can be either embedded, as I told you, this involves both hardware and software. So you can be either embedded software engineer or firmware engineer or hardware validation engineer. In this way, there are many much more subdomains within this particular embedded system and firmware, but these are basic subdomains that you can see, right? So in order to enter into this particular embedded systems and firmware domain, you should be having the technical knowledge of C, C++, embedded C, and you should have a good grip on microcontrollers and RTOS, Linux. You should have also known about the PCB designs, everything, right? So the recruiters can be Bosch, Honeywell, Seat, and Samsung, Tech Mahindra. So in this way, you can have many companies that are recruiting this embedded systems hardware and software, right? And now coming to telecommunications and networking, as we already discussed that most of the network companies are involved in this. So you can see the recruiters like Reliance, Jio, Airtel, Vodafone, so everything. Okay, you can be either radio frequency engineer, network planning engineer, transmission engineer, 5G or 6G deployment specialist. In this way, there are various subdomains among this telecommunications and network. And since it is telecommunications and network, you should be having good grip on technical subjects like signal processing, wireless networks, network protocols, so everything related to this particular domain, right? Now coming to robotics, automation and control systems, because as I already told you, this involves entire domains of engineering like ECE, CSE, mechanical, everyone are involved in this particular domain. So basically, as for ECE and EEE, you can be either robotics engineer, automation engineer, control systems engineer, computer vision engineer, so all these things. So basically everything is related to robotics automation. You need to have technical knowledge on those things like control theory, MATLAB or Simulink tools, and robotics OS, and then sensor integration. So these are the particular technical subjects that you need to concentrate on for entering into this robotics automation and control systems, right? And then coming to the concepts like Bosch, L&T, Tech Mahindra, various robotic startups will be involved, are considered as a recruiters for this particular domain. And now coming to aerospace, defense and automotive electronics. So as I already told you, most of this is involved with defense, automation and aerospace. So obviously the most you already know that the most recruiters for this aerospace and all are ISRO, DRDO, Bell, Tata Motors, Bosch, Tesla. So all these companies, right? So you can be either avionics engineer, radar engineer, automotive electronics engineer, or telemetric engineer. So you can be any of can choose any one among this particular domain, right? And the things that you need to concentrate on in order to enter into this aerospace, defense, or automotive electronics is you need to have a good grip on artificial intelligence and machine learning. Okay, and then advanced system and perception systems, autonomous mobile robots. So you should have good grip on all the subjects. Mostly you can have internship experience in this particular domain, which will help you have a good good weightage on your resume, right? And presently until 15th of this month of May, I think DRDO is giving the paid internship opportunities to the students. So those who are interested, you can check the link in my description box. I'll be just pinning it there. If if not in the description box, you can join my Telegram channel. Yesterday, I have posted it, and there you can, through that you can just go through that link and you can just apply for the paid internship job, right? In DRDO, it will be helpful for those who are interested in this particular aerospace, defense, and automotive electronics, right? And then coming to IoT and HI. So basically, artificial intelligence and Internet of Things. So he can be either IoT solutions architect, HI, AI engineer, IoT developer. So these are certain things in this particular IoT and HI. You can have many. Once you get deep into this particular domain, you can have many other subdomains within this particular IoT and HI, right? So the tech subjects that you need to concentrate on are sensor technology, wireless protocols like Zigbee, Wi-Fi, LoRa, so all these things, and edge machine learning, right? So this is the things about this particular IoT and edge AI. Next is signal and image processing. So basically, as I already told you, most of this is involved in signal encryption and description and creating everything related to signal. So basically, you can be the signal processing engineer, digital signal processing engineer, or image processing engineer. Basically, everything that is related to signal. So you should have good grip on digital signal processing and MATLAB and digital image processing, Python. So all these things you should have good grip on, right? And then you should be taking you can have a recruiters like Qualcomm, Nvidia, AMD, Signal Chips, Astrom Technologies, Rod and Squad. So all these are the particular recruiters that you can see for this signal and image processing, right? So these are the particular domains within your ECE and public code. So those who want to enter into this particular domain, please try to take care on all the subjects that I have mentioned in this particular video, so that you will definitely enter into your core domain without any roadblock, right? Hope this video will be helpful for you. And if you like this video, please do give it a like and also share it to all the VLSI aspirants who also want to enter into VLSI domain and also any other core domain within your particular industry. Right? That is all for today. Thank you.